Let's go, welcome back to Riso Invest. In today's video, I'm going to be telling you guys why Bitcoin is going to crash very soon. Yes, you heard me right, Bitcoin is going to crash very soon. This is a very important video. Currently, I am still in my Bitcoin long, my $12 million Bitcoin long. There is an unrealized profit of 774k. This is a live trade that you're seeing right here. I'm going to be explaining why I'll be taking profits very soon, why we are seeing signs that Bitcoin is starting to weaken, and why Bitcoin will crash very soon towards the 65k and possibly even the 70k region. It's going to be a very important video, so do watch it to the very end. In addition to that, we're also going to be talking about this right here, the Clarity Act, which is coming up very soon on the 14th of May, where the decision will be made whether or not the Clarity Act will come to pass or not. So this is a very important video, do watch it to the very end. And for those of you who want to be part of the premium group, you want to be part of such trades over here where I'm taking $12 million longs, $30 million longs, making so much money over here, do join the premium group down below at risoinvest.com. Again, we only accept 5 members per week. There's only one more space left today, so do join the group before it closes. You'll be trading with myself, Riso Invest, the #1 trader, and I'll teach you everything you need to know in order to be successful in this market. You have full access to my 100x altcoin investment watch list. You have full access to my bull market strategy guide, as well as the private Discord server and the exclusive inner circle. Do not waste this opportunity. If you want to become a millionaire, do join below today. Okay, now let's go through Bitcoin. First things first, you must be asking me, Riso, are you insane? Are you crazy? Are you out of your mind? You have a long here, $12 million long, that's currently 764k in live profit, and you're telling us that Bitcoin is going to crash? Yes, I'm telling you exactly that. Bitcoin is going to go higher, but it's going to have a very big retracement very soon. First things first, where are we on the 200-week moving average? The 200-week moving average is currently right here. If we put a line over here, you can see that the 200-week moving average is currently $61,363. Okay, this is where the 200-week moving average is at this point in time. Throughout the entire cycle of Bitcoin, from inception till now, every single bear market cycle has been a form of support at the 200-week moving average, right? So every single bear market cycle, we see that the 200-week moving average always holds as a form of support, and more importantly, the price always revisits the 200-week moving average. So what are we seeing at this point in time? Bitcoin has traded from the 125k region back over here in November, December 2025, and currently we're trading about 80.6k. However, the 200-week moving average has never been revisited throughout this entire expansion of Bitcoin towards the upside. In fact, ever since the October of 2023, Bitcoin has not revisited this 200-week moving average. Now, where are we with regards to the bull market support band? If we take away the 200-week moving average and we take a look at the bull market support band, you can see that clearly we are trading above this bull market support band. I've explained multiple times before that trading above the bull market support band is a clear sign that we are in a bull market. However, there is a caveat to this. There are times where the bull market support band acts as a form of resistance, but we have a transient deviation towards the upside. So what I mean by this is that you can see in this 2021 market over here, you could see that we actually reclaimed the bull market support band, not only on one candle, on 2 weekly candles. But what happened after that? This became a transient deviation. Eventually, Bitcoin traded towards the downside, right? And if you take a look over at this area as well, where Bitcoin was in a bear market in 2018, 2019, this became a transient deviation and Bitcoin traded towards the downside. Of course, trading above the bull market support band at this point in time is very bullish, but we need to be aware of multiple instances where Bitcoin actually had a nice retracement, a reclaim of the bull market support band, but eventually we traded towards the downside and we dumped down below the bull market support band. So what I'm sharing with you guys at this point in time is that we are trading above the bull market support band, but I'm telling you with full confidence that this is not going to hold for long. We are going to hit higher in a short bit, which is why I have not closed my $12 million long that is currently 759k in profit. I have not closed this because I do expect that Bitcoin is going to hit somewhere around this region because of this fair value gap over here that will be filled. And currently we are close to the region, and we are about a 5.58% away from this target over here at about 86k. I think that there's a good chance that Bitcoin is going to do something like this, where we trade above, hit the 86k region, possibly deviate above before we head towards the downside. And this is going to capture a lot of liquidity because people are starting to get very, very bullish. But you have to understand this. Market does not move in one direction. Market moves in waves. There's bulls, there's bears. It moves in waves. Higher highs, higher lows. And this is exactly how it moves in the market. There is no way that Bitcoin is going to go in one vertical line like this to 100k, 200k. That's not how it works, all right? So what I expect for Bitcoin is that we are likely going to retrace this fair value gap, capture this fair value gap, trade above this level over here, but there is going to be some sort of retracement once we hit this level, okay? And where I do expect this to retrace up to is this region right here, okay? So the 200-week moving average is likely going to be revisited very soon, and if you just extrapolate the level over here, right? If we just extrapolate the level over here, there is a good possibility that Bitcoin actually hits this level and we start to reject and head towards the downside, and wherever it touches the 200-week moving average, this is likely going to hold as a level of support, right? The rationale why I believe that this is near the end of the bear market already, as I explained in my previous videos, that based on time analysis wise, we are near the bottom of the Bitcoin price action because market moves in cycles. It usually rhymes, and from the top of the market cycle to the bottom of the market cycle, it's usually about 364 days. Over here as well, 364 days from the top of the market cycle, which is this red bar over here where we previously called the market cycle top, 364 days, which will put us around 5th of October. And I explained that buying at this region is a key region to buy because about 6 months prior to the bottom of Bitcoin itself, we usually see a consolidation phase where you can get a good Bitcoin price at this point in time. So of course, if you're buying for the long term, no worries, buy as much Bitcoin as possible. But if you're trading with me, if you're part of my premium group and we're trading, leveraging and trying to get as much money as possible in order to become millionaires, then definitely be aware that we are heading to a key level of resistance where the fair value gap is actually reclaimed and Bitcoin is starting to retrace towards the downside once we hit this level. Okay, it is impossible that we head up in one vertical line, and I can assure you of that. All right, what is going to take us towards this level at about the 86k is going to be this clarity act. Okay, so for those of you who do not know, the problem with cryptocurrency at this point in time is that it is not recognized and there is no clarity with regards to whether or not it's a security, whether or not this token is regulated by the SEC and all, right? So this Clarity Act aims to put perspective and to have clarity as to whether or not this token that this random influencer or this random investor actually shared with you, is it truly an investment? There's going to be regulation, and with regulation, there's going to be more confidence with TradFi. This means that traditional investors, people who invest in the stock market, the real estate market, will find themselves a bit more comfortable investing in cryptocurrency, and this is where liquidity will actually come in. So it's overall a very, very bullish move for cryptocurrency itself. Now, the problem with the Clarity Act is that banks are going against it, right? The reason why banks are going against it is because of stable coins. Essentially, stable coins is a market that actually erode banks. Why do I say so? The reason is because how do banks earn their money? Banks earn their money by you depositing into their bank, right? And then they use your money to loan out to other people and they earn off the interest rate. The problem is that if there's no one borrowing money from banks, how do they actually earn? They don't earn in that case, right? Because they need to have housing loans, personal loans, they need to finance all these loans, right? in order for them to earn the interest rate back. But when there's stable coins, what happens is that you have stable coins paying out 5% APY, 6% API, even 7% APY, right? People are going to go into these stable coins, use D5, use Aave, and they're going to earn their interest rate off these stable coins. And given the fact that it's regulated, there's a clarity on it, right? The risk of it goes to pretty much an all-time low. And this is going to be a big problem for banks because they're going to run out of business. Liquidity is going to flow into crypto. And this is why I'm actually very bullish on it, because stablecoin market is going to expand insane amounts, and this is why Ethereum is actually going to benefit so much from the Clarity Act as well, right? Because Ethereum is the largest stablecoin platform, right? It goes through billions and billions of dollars of stablecoins every day. As the stablecoin market actually expands with this Clarity Act, the amount of trading, the amount of market activity in Ethereum is going to be insane, all right? So do watch this. I'll be updating you guys as to what's going on with the Clarity Act. As of now, all you need to know is that on 14th of May, there's going to be a decision to pass whether or not this goes through to Trump, right? So this is very important. Okay, so all in all, I'm explaining to you guys that Bitcoin is going to heat up very soon, but we're going to have a massive crash. So please be very careful. For those of you who want to join the premium group in order to be updated on all these trades, all my 100x investments, do join below down today at risoinvest.com. The premium group link is down below in the description. Okay, and we will still be holding on to this long over here, and I'll be sharing with my premium group where we will be closing this trade, and then we will short the market to earn as much money as possible. Okay, I hope that this video helps you guys. If you have any questions at all, do drop it in the comment section down below. Let me know how I can help you guys with any questions that you have, because I want you guys to earn as much money as possible. This is the most critical point of the market. We need to take advantage of this market in order to earn as much money as possible. So do not log off, log in, and lock in right now. Okay, this is a time for you to change your life, a time for you to earn as much money as possible. And with that being said, do remember to always invest safe, and let me know if I can help you guys in any way. Alright, see you guys in the next one.